Wow, what is this? Where are we? What are we doing here? Watch this video till the end and you'll understand how the Korean War unfolded and why Korea was divided into South and North. I will explain it in an entertaining way using an interactive escape room game that I play with my foreign friends at the Korean War Memorial. Okay, let's go. Korea was colonized by Japan from 1910 to 1945. With Japan's defeat in World War II, Korea was liberated from Japanese rule. Along the 38th parallel, a boundary was established, leading to the creation of a communist state endorsed by the Soviet Union in the north and a capitalist state supported by the USA in the south. In the midst of escalating conflict between the two nations, at around 4 a.m. on Sunday, June 25, 1950, North Korea launched a surprise invasion into South Korea, marking the beginning of the Korean War. The United Nations Security Council criticized North Korea's actions and gave the green light to create the UN Command, sending troops to Korea to push back. Eventually, 16 countries pitched in for the UN force, with the United States supplying roughly 90% of the military personnel. The North Korean military not only received equipment from the Soviet Union, but also underwent extensive training. As such, in the initial 2 months of the conflict, the South Korean army and UN forces faced imminent defeat, falling back to a defensive position referred to as the Nakdong River Defense Line. The UN forces led by American General MacArthur initiated the Incheon landing operation on September 15, 1950, cutting off North Korean troops and supply lines. From the success of the Incheon landing operation, UN forces and the South Korean military reclaimed Seoul. After the recapture of Seoul, they gained momentum and proceeded to invade North Korea and advance swiftly toward the Chinese border. However, on October 19, 1950, Chinese forces entered the conflict. The UN and South Korean forces retreated from North Korea thereafter. China, along with their North Korean and Soviet allies, took over the South, capturing Seoul in early January 1951. A UN and South Korean force regained control of the city, pushing the communist forces back to positions around the 38th parallel. Korea's mountainous terrain resulted in extremely intense close combat and thousands of casualties around 38th parallel. Basically, the last 2 years of the war turned into a back-and-forth struggle. The fighting stopped on July 27, 1953, when the Korean Armistice Agreement was signed. This deal set up the Korean Demilitarized Zone, or DMZ, to keep North and South Korea apart. However, no official peace treaty was ever signed, so technically, the two Koreas are still in a frozen conflict. The Korean War was a major conflict during the Cold War, representing the clash between democracy and communism. It stands out as one of the most devastating conflicts in modern history, resulting in around 3 million casualties. Many refugees emerged, and in the process, separated families and war orphans were created. I hope this video helped you understand how the Korean War unfolded and how Korea became a divided nation. Curious about the game's ending? I don't want to be a spoiler, so come and play yourself at the War Memorial in Seoul, Korea. So this is it, and I look forward to sharing another interesting episode with you soon from your local expert, Sean P.